The mysterious journeys of the Olmec Colossal Heads. Deep within the lush jungles of Mexico's Gulf Coast lies the heartland of the Olmec civilization, an ancient culture whose influence would echo through every great society that followed in Mesoamerica. Among their most enduring and awe-inspiring legacies stand the colossal stone heads, monumental sculptures that continue to defy explanation. Towering over 10 feet in height and weighing as much as 40 tons, these immense creations are believed to depict Olmec rulers or elite figures, embodiments of power, authority, and divine presence. Yet the true mystery lies not merely in their craftsmanship but in the impossible logistics behind their creation and movement. How did a civilization that thrived over 3 millennia ago achieve such engineering feats? Discovered in the late 19th century, most of these massive heads were unearthed at key ceremonial sites such as San Lorenzo and La Venta. However, the enigma deepens when one considers that these sculptures were not carved where they were found. Geological studies reveal that the basalt stone used to sculpt them originated from distant quarries over 50 miles away, some even farther inland. How did the Olmec transport such monumental stones across rivers, forests, and uneven terrain? Around 1200 BCE, long before the wheel or beasts of burden were commonly used in the region, the prevailing explanation among archaeologists suggests that the Olmec relied on human strength, simple tools, and ingenuity, employing wooden sledges, rollers, or even rafts to float the stones downriver. While this theory may seem plausible, the magnitude of the task raises doubts. Could the Olmec truly have achieved such precision and distance with such limited means? Perhaps they possessed engineering methods or lost technologies now forgotten to time, techniques that enabled them to maneuver these massive stones with an ease that still eludes modern understanding. Yet the mystery doesn't end with their creation or initial transport. Many of the colossal heads appear to have been relocated multiple times, not only from their quarries but also within their ceremonial centers. This deliberate repositioning suggests that the movement of these monuments held profound spiritual or political significance. Why would the Olmec go to such extraordinary lengths to move them again and again? Some scholars propose that each relocation represented an act of ritual renewal or re-sanctification, a way to reinforce divine authority or reassert territorial dominance. The heads may have served as symbols of rulership, ensuring the continued legitimacy of dynasties that claimed divine right over vast regions. Another intriguing possibility is that these relocations were tied to astronomical or cosmological events. The Olmec are known to have maintained a deep fascination with celestial movements, the cycles of the sun, the stars, and the planets. Could the repositioning of the colossal heads have been aligned with the heavens themselves? Perhaps each monument mirrored the path of the sun or corresponded to specific stellar alignments, forming a terrestrial reflection of the cosmos, a map of divine order carved into the earth. Some more speculative interpretations venture into even more extraordinary realms. A few theorists suggest that these colossal heads were not merely royal portraits but representations of deities, mythic heroes, or even beings from beyond our world. The extraordinary craftsmanship, facial diversity, and sheer scale of the statues have led some to wonder whether the Olmec possessed knowledge or inspiration that transcended the boundaries of their time. Were these heads part of a larger spiritual or cosmic design, a message left in stone by a people whose wisdom has been swallowed by the jungle and forgotten by history? Despite centuries of excavation and study, the methods used to carve, transport, and position these colossal monuments remain speculative. While mainstream archaeology credits the Olmec's achievements to human determination and inventive resourcefulness, others suspect that we may still lack the complete picture. As these stone giants stand silent among the vines and shadows, weathered by centuries yet unyielding in their presence, they continue to challenge our understanding of the ancient world. Each face with its distinctive features and expression seems to gaze across time, a reminder of an age of mystery, artistry, and unfathomable strength. What inspired the Olmec to dedicate such immense effort and resources to these monumental figures? Were they tributes to divine rulers, symbols of cosmic harmony, or keys to a forgotten belief system? Whatever their purpose, the colossal heads of the Olmec remain silent sentinels of a vanished civilization, their secrets locked within basalt and memory. As archaeologists and dreamers alike continue to search for answers, these ancient monuments endure, timeless, enigmatic, and eternal, standing beneath the dense canopy of centuries, waiting for the day when their story will at last be told. The cataclysm that scarred the Nazca Desert. In the sun-baked expanse of southern Peru, the Nazca Desert stretches toward the horizon, a parched plain where one of humanity's greatest enigmas lies etched into the earth. The Nazca line's vast geoglyphs, sprawling across nearly 500 square kilometers, depict an astonishing array of shapes, spirals, trapezoids, and immense figures of animals like the hummingbird, spider, and monkey, created between 500 BCE and 500 CE by the ancient Nazca civilization. These designs are so immense that their full scale can only be appreciated from the sky. For centuries, scholars have debated their true purpose, Astronomical markers, ritual pathways, offerings to deities, or messages meant for celestial eyes, yet there exists another mystery entwined with their history: the devastating flood that may have hastened their erosion and obscured their meaning. The Nazca lines represent an extraordinary feat of ancient engineering. Each figure was drawn by removing the top layer of dark pebbles to reveal the pale soil beneath, creating enduring contrasts that survived millennia of wind and time. Their precise orientation and apparent connection to celestial movements reveal a deep understanding of both geometry and astronomy. But despite their endurance, nature proved both creator and destroyer. In 1996, an unexpected and powerful flood tore through the Nazca region. Archaeologists surveying the site soon discovered that torrents of water had washed away portions of the geoglyphs, carving channels through ancient lines, eroding delicate edges, and burying other sections beneath heavy layers of silt. Peru's volatile climate and rugged geography make such disasters possible, particularly during El Niño, a phenomenon known for triggering sudden violent downpours in otherwise arid regions. When these rare rains fell upon the Nazca Plateau, they turned dust to rivers sweeping across the desert floor with catastrophic force. Yet this explanation, though scientifically sound, raises further questions. For nearly 2 millennia, the Nazca lines had survived the passage of time untouched by nature's wrath. So why was this flood so uniquely destructive? Why did it strike with such precision, erasing works that had endured for centuries? Some scholars see in this destruction not mere accident but symbolism. The Nazca civilization, deeply spiritual and cosmologically attuned, viewed nature's upheavals as messages from the divine. The flood then might not have been seen as chaos but as a celestial omen, a sign that the gods had withdrawn their favor or that an age had come to an end. The devastation of the lines could have been perceived as a cosmic judgment, a resetting of the sacred order between earth and sky. Another possibility suggests intentionality of a different kind. Throughout human history, sacred monuments have been defaced, buried, or ritually destroyed to mark political or religious transitions. Perhaps the flood, or the act of erasure itself, was part of a deliberate ceremony signifying the rise of new leaders or beliefs. The burial of the lines may have symbolized the closing of one era and the birth of another. More speculative theories reach further still. Some researchers propose that the flood's origin might not have been natural at all, that it could have been tied to unexplained or cosmic forces. The Nazca lines have long inspired conjecture, linking them to ancient knowledge or even extraterrestrial intervention. If the builders possessed an understanding beyond what we attribute to their time, could the flood that marred their creation also have stemmed from an unseen, otherworldly influence? Such ideas remain controversial, yet they underscore how the Nazca lines continue to capture the imagination. The desert scars, the washout channels, and buried figures are now part of the story, deepening the riddle of their origin and purpose. Were these intricate shapes simply erased by the indifferent hand of nature, or did something more profound occur? A spiritual event, a symbolic cleansing, or a cosmic reckoning? As the relentless sun bakes the desert once again, the faint outlines of monkeys, birds, and spirals still emerge beneath drifting sand. The silence of the plateau holds its secrets well. No definitive answer has yet surfaced, only whispers carried on the wind, of floods and faith, of symbols meant for gods, and of a civilization that reached toward eternity through the language of the earth itself. The Nazca lines remain one of archaeology's most haunting puzzles, a dialogue between humanity and the cosmos. Scarred but not silenced, the flood that once reshaped them may have erased lines in the soil, but it also etched new questions in the story of time, questions that still wait buried beneath the desert for the moment they will finally be revealed.